Kelly Wisnowski's paying you?
Uh-huh.
So you said who gave you this check?
She did.
Who is she?
Kelly Wisnowski.
So it's not looking too good for you right now, okay? You're cashing a check, fraudulent check, okay? That's a crime.
On January 15th, 2026, Burbank Police responded to a bank fraud report. A six-year-old woman would provide 5 contradictory explanations in minutes. The officer had reasonable suspicion under Terry v. Ohio from the bank's report. When she claimed to own a building but couldn't provide its address, probable cause developed rapidly.
How you doing, Miss Pasek?
Hey.
You doing okay?
Yeah.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, my son.
Your son? Tell me you call him back.
Okay. I'll call you back. Okay.
So you here to cash a check?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Where'd you get the check from today?
From it's to pay rent. Sorry, I have dry mouth.
You're picking up cash to pay rent?
Yeah.
Okay, who'd you get the money from?
From the her.
Who's her?
The Kelly Wisnowski.
Kelly Wisnowski?
Yeah.
How do you know Kelly Wisnowski?
They're from the apartment.
What?
From the apartment.
What do you mean from the apartment?
That's a check is for the apartment.
You're paying Kelly Wisnowski?
Yeah.
Who'd you get the money
No,
from?
she's paying me.
Kelly Wisnowski's paying you
Uh-huh.
to get the apartment?
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you know Kelly from?
She's from the building. She's paying rent. You know how you pay rent?
So Kelly Wisnowski's paying rent.
Mm-hmm.
To who?
To who? To Patrice, me.
So she's paying you rent.
Mm-hmm.
Why is she paying you rent?
Why?
Yeah.
Because that's how it goes.
Huh? I'm lost here.
Okay, I'm lost because I never had a problem before.
Could you start over and kind of? Could you start
Can
over
I-
and kind of explain to me what's okay? So you have a check from who?
From her.
From Kelly Wisnowski.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that check is to pay rent.
Mm-hmm.
Is she paying her own rent?
Yeah. But this is like getting too involved. Can I just like?
Well, we're just trying to get everything figured out.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know her from the building you live in,
Yeah.
and she gave you a check to pay rent for her,
Right.
or is she paying your rent?
No, she's her.
So you're cashing a check
For
to
her. Yeah.
to give to whom?
To me. Because we own the building.
You own the building. Okay. Where does she live? Where's the building that you own?
In Burbank.
What's the address in Burbank?
It's I don't even know. And you got me all like confused. I'm nervous now. All right.
Can I get your date of birth, ma'am? Does anybody else have access to you, like your checks or things like that? Okay. How many sons do you have? How old are they?
Just stay over there for me for a second, Patrice. Patrice.
Huh?
Just stay over there for me for a second.
Have a
Okay?
seat
All right,
in
have
the
a
chair.
have a seat.
in the chair. All right.
Have a seat real quick.
Okay. So how old is your son? I'm sorry. Could you possibly give him a call and see if they, for whatever reason, possibly gave a check somewhere, just to confirm all. Okay. Okay. All right.
Does she know?
Okay. All right. If I have any other questions, ma'am, I'll give you a call. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right, Patrice. So you said who gave you this check?
She did.
Who is she?
Kelly Wisnowski.
And how do you know Kelly Wisnowski?
She lives in the building.
Which building?
Huh?
What's the address of this building that
It's
she
in
lives in?
Burbank.
Okay, what's her address?
I don't know it.
You don't know it?
But
No.
you told me you own the building,
It's-
but you
Well,
don't know the address.
No, it's.
But you own that
Somebody
building?
gave it to me to give it to cash it.
Who gave it to
Who
you?
gave it to you to cash it?
A friend.
What's this friend's name?
Huh?
What's this friend's name?
Uh,
Uh-huh. Look, you're it's not looking too good for you right now, okay? You're cashing a check, fraudulent check, okay? That's a crime. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
yeah.
Okay, so who's this friend that gave you this check? Don't know. How about we start being honest and telling us the truth? Where did you get this check? Where did you get this check?
It was a person that,
No, I don't know.
somebody of somebody, I don't know the name.
Well, that's not helping you at all.
I know.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, she doesn't know her. It's pretty cut and dry.
Okay, it's good. Cut and dry. We'll have
Yeah.
to go up there and get her.
Yeah.
Sign a complaint. All right, you want to stand up?
Can you get your
Purse
purse,
down?
please?
Yeah.
You can hand me your purse. Thank you. You can hand me your purse. Thank you. All right. You want to turn around? You are under arrest right now. Okay. Put your hands behind your back.
California Penal Code Section 476 requires intent to defraud. Her contradictions, paying rent, receiving rent, owning property, then claiming a nameless friend gave her the check, established that intent. The officer's questioning was tactically sound. Calling her son to eliminate family involvement ruled out elder exploitation. This thoroughness strengthens the case. A Fifth Amendment issue arose when he asked about medications post-arrest without Miranda warnings. Her morphine admission created the controlled substance charge. While officer safety justifies some booking questions, this crosses into custodial interrogation under Miranda versus Arizona. Those statements may be inadmissible.
Let go. There you go. All right.
What have you taken so far today?
Purple?
What have you taken so far today?
As far as
Drugs.
all my medication.
What kind of medication do you take, ma'am?
I take, oh my gosh.
Relax.
I take, a little,
What do you take that for?
antidepressant, and I take,
You want to call? I'll call her again. It's
Okay,
fine.
I take, I don't have my
Can you have a
I
seat with
take-
those handcuffs on real quick? I don't want you to be standing up. Just be careful. There we go. All right.
You are caged? Want to come with us?
try to get up.
Okay.
I have fake knees,
You have what?
knee replacements.
Oh, okay. If you need help, we can help you up.
I think so. I'm sorry.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
And they're really bad.
There you go.
Thanks.
Not, I don't, we can call one here. I think they call one possibly to the station. Yeah. Any pockets or anything?
Oh, there's a in they're dry. There's nothing in them. It's Coldplay. 15 years old. Yeah. I got no weapons.
I got the
I'd
purse
end
right
up
check.
killing myself. I said I'd end up killing myself if I had weapons.
Ready? Yeah. We're going out to this car right here, man. Yeah.
Is it one of those small?
What's that?
Is it one of those small bag cams?
It's the whole back seat.
Okay. I'm really honest with
Are
that.
you 32?
If you want, you can.
Are you 32? They're calling you. They just called you on the radio. They're calling 332.
Can you take a station response to male engagement patient 17 daughter?
Nina, turn around and then sit down and slide your feet in.
Steph Hardy will be on the call, Commander. 331, can you take the station response?
Dad, it's damn.
They just primary and just like tables.
Ouch. I'm a stupid 66-year-old and I don't know why the hell I'm doing this.
Her statement, "I end up killing myself with weapons," triggered duty of care under California law, requiring immediate mental health assessment or suicide watch. The search incident to arrest was proper under United States v. Robinson, requiring no additional warrant. For Burbank Police, grade B+. The arrest had solid probable cause and professional execution. However, post-arrest questioning without Miranda warnings and inadequate suicide risk response prevent a higher grade. For Patrice Pezic, grade D-. She failed to exercise her Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Every statement strengthened the case against her. Her morphine admission was avoidable. Answering medication questions without discussing prescriptions created an additional felony charge. Whether victim or perpetrator, requesting an attorney would have protected her rights. She provided prosecutors their entire case. The Burbank Police Department receives grade B. Training appears solid, but Miranda protocols need clarification. Key lessons. Inconsistent explanations destroy credibility faster than silence. Each story change built probable cause systematically. The right to remain silent exists for situations like this. Talking without counsel rarely helps and often creates new charges. Post-arrest questioning requires Miranda warnings unless specific exceptions apply. Officer safety questions cannot become fishing expeditions. Mental health statements trigger duty of care. Suicidal ideation requires immediate response, not just documentation. For citizens, bank fraud investigations start with reasonable suspicion from institution reports. Every word becomes evidence. Request counsel immediately. For officers, thorough investigation was exemplary, but custodial interrogation boundaries must be respected even for safety questions. This case shows constitutional protections in practice. Fourth Amendment justified detention and arrest. Fifth Amendment protections weren't invoked. 3 charges filed. Forgery under Section 476, theft by false pretenses under 484, and controlled substance possession under 11350. Each charge stemmed from voluntary statements. Physical evidence was 1 check. Testimonial evidence was 5 contradictory explanations and 1 drug admission. This demonstrates why defense attorneys advise never speaking to police without counsel, regardless of guilt or innocence. Miranda warnings exist because custodial interrogation is inherently coercive. Even innocent people can incriminate themselves through confused responses. Final analysis. Legally sound arrest with professional execution, but Miranda and mental health gaps prevent this from being a model encounter. Let us know what interaction or legal topic you'd like discussed in the comments. Thank you for watching, and check out Street Law for more content.